What's up, everybody? I'm Blevin Robinson with West Coast Cajun Cuisine, and today's video Cajun Roasted Turkey. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time here and you're interested in learning how to cook authentic Cajun cuisine, comfort food, just about anything for that matter, then you've come to the right place. Click that subscription button, that notification bell, so you don't miss a thing. Now today is the pinnacle of this Thanksgiving series, and it's the turkey. Now I call this a Cajun turkey because we're going to slather this thing in all kinds of yummy Cajun spices. I have my homemade Creole butter injection that we're going to inject it with. I will leave a card up here to a video where I show you guys how to make that injection. This thing is amazing. I'm telling you, I get comments about this turkey every single year. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to try this recipe. Let me know what you think. I think you will be blown away at how juicy and delicious this turkey comes out. There's a lot going on in getting this thing prepared and ready to eat. So let's go ahead and get to the kitchen and just get started. All right, so here's some of what we're gonna need. Obviously the turkey, some onion, garlic, carrot, celery, and then our herbs, which consist of sage, thyme, rosemary, and parsley. Then I have some of that homemade Creole butter injection, some Cajun seasoning, and some unsalted butter. I'll leave the exact recipe in the description box below. All right, we're going to start off by making our brine. Now I have about 4 cups of water heating up on a medium-high heat in a saucepan, and I'm going to add some brown sugar, salt, and Cajun seasoning to this. I'm going to give it a quick mix, and then I'm going to add some peppercorn and all my herbs. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this recipe in the description box as well, so you guys can get the exact measurements for it. Now once I get to this point, what I'm going to do is just give it a good mix, and I just want to dissolve the salt and the sugar. Now once I feel like that has dissolved, we're going to set this to the side and let it come down to room temperature. We want this to cool off, okay? So while we're cooling off this brine, we're going to take a turkey and we're going to place it into the stock pot. Now this is a 14-pound turkey, and I'm putting it into a 12-quart stock pot. So once I get it in there, we're going to go ahead and pour that brine mixture over the top of that. And then I'm going to add water until this turkey is fully submerged in the liquid. Now once I get to that point, what I'm going to do is just take some tongs. I'm going to shake the turkey around a little bit just to get that brine and water to mix well. And then we'll place a lid over the top of this stock pot, and we'll place it into the refrigerator and let that sit overnight, at least 24 hours. We'll be back then. All right, so now it's been 24 hours. We're gonna go ahead and take this turkey and rinse it off. You wanna get all that brine off of there, because if you don't, it's gonna be super salty. So we're gonna put this in the sink, give it a good rinse under some cold water, and then place it in our roasting pan when we're done with that. So while this is sitting in a roasting pan, we're gonna go ahead and make that good old seasoned butter that we're gonna slather all over this turkey. And the way we're gonna do that is to take a whole stick of butter, let it come up to room temperature, and we're going to put 2 teaspoons of Cajun seasoning in here. And then we're just going to give it a really good mix here with the whisk. And then once we have that put together, we'll move on to the next step. All right, now we're going to go ahead and inject this turkey with that Creole butter injection. And I'm going to start off with the breasts, and I'm going to move to the legs and then the thighs. I'm even going to inject the wings. I want every part of this turkey injected. This injection is so good. Don't forget to catch that video so you can see how I make it. Then we're going to go ahead and season the cavity, and then we're going to take that seasoned butter we just made and we're going to put it underneath the skin. This is what's going to make those breasts nice and moist. And then we're just going to cover this entire turkey with that seasoned butter. And then once we do that, we're going to stuff the cavity with some herbs and some aromatics. Like I said, that the recipe is in the description below, so make sure you catch that. Now once we get finished stuffing the cavity, I'm going to go ahead and tie the legs, and this is going to help for even cooking. So get those legs nice and tight with some butcher's twine. And then what we're going to do is just tint it a little bit with some foil. I'm going to put some tin foil over the top, but I'm only going to secure the sides. I want the ends to be open. And then what we're going to do is once these breasts reach a temperature of about 80 degrees, I'm going to take it out and baste it again in that butter. And then we're going to place it back in the oven uncovered. Now once the breast hit about 130, I'm going to pull it out and baste it in those turkey drippings. And then we're going to cook it until it reaches a temperature of 165 in the breast, and then we'll let it rest for 30 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead and carve into this thing. I got a couple of friends sitting here watching me do this. They're drooling over this turkey right now. So we're going to go ahead and carve this up and give it a good taste, and trust me, this thing was wonderful. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, Cajun Thanksgiving turkey. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. I'd really appreciate that. Now, the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you what to do with all that leftover turkey if you have any. And if you do, you're not going to miss those videos. So if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscription button, that notification bell. And while you're here, check out some of the other videos on the channel, and I'll see you there.